just have a million audio devices going on here. Okay, so it's... Sorry. Yeah, that was from the street. That's why I like my microphones. So there's something going on with the pass-through between my mixer, because the mixer is still not recognizing this microphone, but it is recognizing Ableton. So there's something going on in the pass-through between USB out, active, it's just not getting a different port for pass-through. Not really. There's only the one. I mean, there's only so many buttons on this thing. Because I got too much crap on my desk. Sorry, let me get this stuff set up. I apologize for all this issue. So, USB audio. Source select. Yes, all of that, please. So, is there much I can do about it? Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is set up properly. The mic aux. I don't know why it's monophonic, but maybe once it properly connects, it'll figure it out. Okay, I guess I'm going to be closing my windows because it just sounds like somebody's running a meat grinder outside. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, for one, it's not recognizing this, which I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, okay, so now it's recognizing the microphone. It's still not passing it through. So now the issue is that I'm not getting passed through USB. And I don't fully know. Oops. See, that's the sound mixer. I want like the recording mixer. Input device. Maybe it's being overwritten? I can't imagine that that's the thing, but... Okay, so that's that microphone. But that doesn't help me here. I'm sure there's just a button on here. The problem with this is that I like dusted everything. And due to me dusting everything, I must have accidentally hit some of these buttons. So things are a little screwy right now. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I just have to push everything. Okay. Okay, so it is passing through the monitors, but that's not what I want right now. Because I want that to be managed by the volume? Yeah. I mean, there's only so many buttons here. There's nothing on the back. Well, this is frustrating. This month has been nothing but technical difficulties when it comes to this dang album, and I just want to work on it. I just want to work on this album, and it's just nothing but issues. Just double check that it's not. There might still be something with yeah, there might still be something with the mixer. Hey. It's monophonic though. But it's working? Okay. In Ableton? Okay, what? Hold on a second. Why is it monophonic though? Okay, first of all, let's turn this crap off. Okay. So your left ear is going to love this. But I mean, I can change this. I can sum it to mono, yeah, but all the music production is going to be summed to mono too, and that's not what I want. Like, it's definitely a step in the right direction. But the input should happen over on this thing. Hey, okay. I think I got it. Hey, Flav. Well, I think I just figured it out. So now you can ask questions. So much for me starting early, huh? Okay. The output visualizer is donked. So we can put the overlay back up. I'm just going to turn the visualizer off for now. It's fine. Okay, hello. This has been my whole month where it's like I sit down like super eager to work on something and like I'm super into it and I want to get stuff done, and then I just run into a brick wall of technical difficulties. That has been my whole month so far, and all I want to do is just write this damn album. It's so frustrating. I'm trying not to get mad about it. How do I handle copyright and stuff? Contemplating doing audio stuff, making tracks. It really depends on the situation that you are working with the studio. Traditionally, I like to retain the copyright on my own songs, where I'm essentially just offering them a license to use that song in their media, whether that's a video or a video game or whatever. And that's traditionally called an exclusive license. You can have a non-exclusive license, meaning that you're making something for one person, but you can also use that song and sell it to other people. And then the one that you're thinking about, where the studio essentially owns the song, is called a buyout. And that buyout is something that I don't really work with as much because I don't like losing rights to my songs. But yeah, it basically with the buyout, you generally charge more because you're not getting any residual income like through Spotify or anything else. So you don't need a studio? No, you don't. You do automatically own the copyright to anything you make. There are, I mean, that it holding up in courts is kind of a mixed bag sometimes. I don't always register my copyrights right away and all that other stuff, and I probably should, but I forget. But I also generally have a record of me making the song essentially live anyway, so it's pretty hard to refute that I made something and when I made it. So there's that too. But no, you don't have to have a studio. Like I have Tallbeard Studios because that's just how I like to run things. It allows me to separate my personal income and my studio income, just so I have a better idea of how much Tallbeard Studios is making month to month, and it gives me a better idea of how much I can spend month to month as well. But no, you don't need to run off of a studio or anything. Most places like DistroKid allow you to submit to Spotify without really running through the whole, well, I have to be a studio, I have to run through a studio and all this other stuff. So you as an independent artist, you should be fine. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Holy cow. I'm surviving. So, not too hot, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Well, I will join your club. How about that? Because I am not doing great either. I have been super tired all day. I'm like heavily caffeinating myself right now, which will hopefully keep me going throughout the stream. And seeing as I don't have a timer, I'm hoping to stream at least 2 hours. I mean, I feel that that's fair. But I just want to hang out and try to make a new song. I am trying to stick with the idea of using an ensemble for this album, but I know that that's going to mutate over time into multiple things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the piano that I've used in the other songs for this. Yeah, we can have the sad club. Okay. So I have this lovely piano and I have this lovely reverb combination that I just absolutely adore. I have all this solo piano that I was doing on a different track. But just sounds so big and spacious. But I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do today. So the concept album I have so far is The Moon Seems Unaffected. And essentially, the big thing that I'm doing right now is just kind of this really chill, laid-back ambient jazz stuff that has just kind of an air of ambivalence to it, maybe. Where the narratively, what I'm doing is the moon is like watching the earth slowly descend into chaos, which may be a little too real for basically everybody right now, but I feel like kind of representing the mood of the moon, where it's just like it's concerned but unable to do anything. I don't know. So we can do some like solo piano stuff. I don't know. Let's just start recording. We'll find something something along the way. How about that? So originally, I'm basing a lot of the original mood off of Black Earth. But I don't know if I can pull that off for a full album. So I'm just going to kind of mess around now. I'd like to make something today, though. I really want to... So maybe we don't really start with piano and we start with something else. I'm not really sure. Or we could go real dark. And we use this as kind of a texture for the rest of the song. Which might be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. Oops, I shouldn't have changed the tempo. I did that wrong, huh? Yeah, these are all... That's too fast now. Anyway, hi everybody. Apologize for the crazy start for this, but hopefully things are a little bit more well, hello Slamhouse. How are you? Oh, now that I've fixed the audio issue, I'm going to open the windows again because it's kind of warm in here. Oh, I'm doing okay. I had some audio issues immediately after starting streaming, so that was fun to troubleshoot. We're still going to get background noise, but I like having the windows open. I apologize. Yeah. Okay, at least it's working now. I don't know if this is really the right route. Like, maybe we should start with a synth or something. Or maybe we can go back to our, our stand-up jazz
upright bass, because that's definitely something I want to use with this. It feels like it would be the right choice. So yeah, like I'm not doing timed stuff this month because I want to focus on the album in a month stuff. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Let me grab just some basic drams. I can work with those. Just get this down. I apologize that everything's going to be real quiet on this one, but that's just kind of the nature of this type of music. I'll crank it up a little bit. Kind of like that. Okay, we can just kind of fix up some of these, but otherwise that's pretty good. Yeah, I think there's something we can do here. Again, like these songs are all very minimal. So I'm focusing on like 3 or 4 instruments plus drums. And the drums are also going to be fairly minimal as well. But like I wanted to do piano, a bass, some kind of like horn, probably like a saxophone, a synth, yeah, and 5 and drums. So it's kind of where I'm going with this. And the one song I made, even though it's a little rough around the edges, is actually really cool. And I want to keep doing it. I just need to kind of stop having issues with, excuse me, with technical issues. This probably won't sound good. No, I need something dark. Everything dark. Everything dark forever. That's pretty good. I'm going to turn off the release. Interesting. Okay, so if this is going... The minor for that would be... So if... Why can't I switch to the piano? Come on. Oh, okay. So if I'm going... I mean, just drop it into this weird sharp 4 diminished chord. So it'd be like... Interesting. That's actually pretty rad. It's going to be hard for me to play around on the piano because that's not exactly what I'm used to, because I have to kind of skip around on scales. Yeah, this also has to be up an octave. Okay, the pad has way too much reverb on it, so I'm going to cut that back. Yeah. I actually think that we need to tone back the reverb on a lot of this, because this song seems to be a little bit more like played close to the chest. Alternatively, lowering the decay on the reverb might be the other solution that we can go with, because I do like... Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open... Well, I did mean to open Trello, but I didn't mean to open it there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Well, one thing I want to do is hopefully this works. That was me. So, oh my God. So like one thing I did over the past couple days is my computer was like completely donked and was not like allowing anything to work. So I had to like rip everything apart and rebuild it, which sucked. I don't know why that like disconnected all of my audio bits, but it did. So that's kind of where I'm at there. But I'm hoping that it's working now. Somebody's like using a skill saw outside, and I want to try to record that because I think that it would be a pretty rad sound, but I don't think that I'd be able to capture it. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh wait, no, it's not set up right. I just worry that like bringing this stuff in is going to just break it all again, and I don't want to break everything because it worked. But, you know, seems to be working. I'm also super tangled up. This problem with having headphones and everything. Whoa. think we can make a lot happen with that. So this is the bad one. Okay. Let's get these labeled. I think we've got a good ensemble here. I mean, this is very similar to the other one I have. Oh, dude, you should. It's so fun. They're a little pricey, which kind of sucks, but they're like super worth it. The price, I think it's like $200. It's TE Control. TE Control.c something. TE Control.se. This is where you get it. Byte and Breath Controller 2. It is, 220 euros. But super worth it. One thing, my main complaint is this USB cable is like super thin, and I feel like I'm gonna just snap it when I move things around. I'm sure that you can replace this or something, but I really worry that a cat is just gonna chomp it and then it's gonna be gone. But yeah, it has like a lot of functionality when it comes to like how you want each thing to go. There's a lot of things on here that I don't even use. Like you can tilt it up and down and side to side, and you can actually get things there too, but I don't use those very often. Well worth it though. TE Control. Here you go. Yeah, so my thoughts right now, these are kind of the track names. I was going to say trash names, but the track names that I'm thinking of. Basically right here. And then these are other ones that I don't think are going to fit. So Distant Observer is the one that I already did. Isolated is one that I started. I'm kind of thinking this might be Dark Side. I mean, these are all kind of like The Moon and other things like that. I'm hesitant on naming one Ashes because I know in One Last Bonfire Before the World Ends, we had a song named Snow and Ashes, but, you know, who knows? It also might be What Remains, but I think I kind of like Dark Side for this one. Why are you starting there? Ableton. Yeah, that's too dark for this. I don't know. I don't want that. Which is weird, because if we call this Dark Side, that would make more sense. But this is almost like a Twin Peaks vibe. Like, it's actually kind of a strong Twin Peaks vibe. Excuse me. Nah, that's too obvious. Okay. So, one of the things that this type of music requires is patience when it comes to actually like executing stuff. So I'm going to try to be a little patient with how I do this. come on. Although having that note in there was kind of neat too. Yeah, it was just random C in the middle of that. Okay. So that's going to just be swirling around. So my goal for this stream is to create, the bones of a track. Like, I don't have to make a whole song today, but I would really like to get some good progress. And at least we have, like, some progress already, which is good, considering all of the issues that I've been dealing with. So we're just working kind of an intro right now. This is going to be a very patient song. So if you're looking for like D&B drops, you ain't going to find it here. I apologize, but this is me when I try to focus. We'll see. I'm going to be a little less memey in this one. Not memey as the stream regular that comes in once in a while, but like as in like oh lol, let's put in a fat drop and see how we can make it work. Oops. Okay, so I really like, this is like a really patient, slow arpeggio. Except for, it's completely slamming my face on that note. Oh my god, there's so much noise outside. I just want the windows open. I apologize for the sirens and the dogs and the construction equipment. So I have a fairly set drum rack for this that I want to try to preserve throughout this whole thing too. We'll see if that happens. At least, like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a bunch of templates that I can utilize throughout the entire song, so it has like this kind of unification to it. But I'm not fully sure yet. Okay. then we can just start adding this. I'm sorry, that sucks. I hope things get better. Like, who knows? But like, it's a spooky time, especially like here. Like, obviously, I know you're not in the States, but there's it's a spooky time for everybody. Probably less so for people outside of the States in some ways. Although I've heard that Europe and everything is also not great right now. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, it does. And I don't really want to jump into that topic. Like, we all kind of know the BS that's going on with that, but it's just yeah. Oops. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay. Needed to unify that a little bit more. But yeah, like I'm using this opportunity to not talk about the current state of the world, even though I'm making an album that kind of reflects my feeling on the current state of the world. So what am I talking about? I'm just trying to retain my sanity a little bit, I guess. I mean, things have been kind of poopy lately, not just relating to that stuff. There's been a lot of bad stuff going on. This can actually go about here. Well, I mean, okay, here's the thing. Like, if mentally you're not able to do that stuff right now, that's okay. Like, it's better to take a break and better kind of take the time to reflect on your own personal work and how you want to approach that kind of stuff than try to force yourself through it and just end up burning out, or like turning music into a chore and then not really wanting to do it after, like, when you come back and have more mental energy for this stuff. Like, it's better to just take a break, you know? That was a little disjointed, but hopefully you understand what I mean. Like, I feel that it's very difficult to exist right now. This needs to be EQ'd. There's like some weird spikes. Yeah. Yes. That's the bad part. You don't know. I mean, nobody does. There's a light somewhere at the end of the tunnel, but we are not privy to that information, nor, I feel, is basically anybody else. But like the best we can do is make the most of what we have. And sometimes the most of what we have is to just take a step back from everything that we're doing and just allow yourself to breathe. You know, I think that that's valid. I mean, I've definitely done that before. The 2-hour track challenge was very difficult in August. And I kind of wish that I didn't do it in August, but I did. And that kind of soured me on music for a couple weeks until I finally kind of rekindled that flame again, you know? And I'm sure that that was reflected in the streams, where I just was not, I didn't have that same like energy that I generally do now. Even though like right now I'm low energy, at least I feel like I'm engaged with what I'm doing. And that's like really what I want. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to make like the best song. I just want to be engaged with what I'm doing. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's that too. This is too loud, right? Yeah. Holy cow. Let's get a real basic. Actually, let's go like this. I kind of like those better. Why are these not? But yeah, like, I think that it's completely valid to take a step away, and just try to reevaluate like how you feel about things instead of like forcing yourself to sit down and like force out something. And it's okay. Like, you have permission to do that, you know? And it goes without saying that obviously I love the stuff you do, Em. But yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. Yeah. And if you want to talk about it, I'm fine talking about it. I just want to make sure that, you know, it feels like it's off. Because it is off. Yeah, I don't know. Mental health has been kind of a big thing in general for 2020. Hello, Jake. Yeah. That's pretty much where I'm going with this. It's like just trying to be mellow, have kind of, and that's the thing that I find with like dark jazz and like the Bohren and their Club of Gore, like that Black Earth album. It's not, it's ominous, but for me anyway, it's like a warm blanket. It's like something that kind of envelops you. It's not necessarily like malevolent. And that's kind of, it's like this weird kind of comfort, but a little unsettling at the same time, you know? Malevolence is a good word, though. That might be a good track name. Spell it right later. Okay. Melanadalevolence. There you go. Yeah, I do, but I was too lazy. Fine. Actually, like one of my big things when it comes to learning how to spell better is if I see the red line, I go back and manually retype it until it's correct. Like I don't usually like to use spell check because that helps me it helps me better understand how to type things. I don't like relying on technology. That's not true. Technology is pretty cool. So we've got this kind of wild chord progression. We've got a little bit of a break. Honestly, we could... I don't want to do this every time because it feels like kind of a trope, but... This shit writes itself. I mean, that was pretty good. Turn it into 12-bar blues. Yeah, run it through a hell array and get some crazy effects on it. So one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to get some is cymbal rolls. Gotta get this stuff going. Breath controllers are so good, my dude. It's like they're so good, and I mean that's why I love the songs that I made, like the Aftermath, because I hooked it into Massive, and like you can get so much expression out of a synth, and I was like completely blown away by that. Like that was a real surprise to me, where I was able to do that. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. It's not as good as the other one. That other solo was just like, it was fire. That's fine. We can make something. It's all good. So, yeah. We're just gonna loop this out a little bit, and then we can make it a little bit more unique. That's kind of the thing that I want to do, is I want to kind of lay a bed down of just interesting sounds. Song yesterday ended up writing a long lost 80s slasher film. Nice. Yeah, you were talking about that. I'm looking forward to hearing what you've made this month. Yeah, okay. Let's go like this. The one problem with this is it just like gets slimy because you're drooling on it. I had a little brainwave when I was playing that. There's something that I want to bring into this. I'm trying to avoid adding a ton of percussive layers, but I also feel like there's just a couple small things that would be real good here. And one of the nice things about drams is that drams are very flexible, and they can allow for a lot of just different small tweaks to the drum set. Sorry, the dram set. And those small tweaks are really kind of where all the cool stuff is. So I have these, the walnut shell shaker, and I don't want a lot of it. This might be loud, and I apologize. Okay, it's not. I don't want a lot of this. I just want like just a little touch. But that gives me the ability to like run it through a delay, And I think that that's kind of where the magic for this will be. And just kind of have it. Smells like it's going to rain, but there's no clouds in the sky, so I don't know what's up with that. Something like this. I do too. Yay, Valiant, what's up, my dude? Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to get a couple different samples here so it doesn't sound like I'm just doing the same thing. So, yeah, okay, good. That should be fine. Whoa. Whoa, little doggy. Let's do this. There we go. Yeah. See, this is one of the reasons why I love this type of music, because we're already at like 3.5 minutes. It's just such a fun medium to work in, to have things come together so quickly. It makes me happy. And it's not necessarily being like, oh, this is going to be a 10-minute long song that justifies me as a musician. It's just like, I love being able to just have something coalesce together so quickly, because I'm an impatient person that needs results right away. Okay, these do not need to exist. This is like, I really like the Twin Peaks vibe for this. Like, I'm totally down for that too. Actually, we could bring this little clatter sound over here too, and I think that would work well. That timing did not work out for me. Okay. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Do I like that or do I not like that? To up the reverb just a touch. That's just from Komplete. I'll get you the specific one in a second. Session Horns Pro. Yeah, thank you. Specifically the rough instrument preset. You'll see in the sound. So this is what I have tied to the breath controller. So if I so basically this is the main volume of it, and that just really helps make it more expressive. It's really just upping and lowering the volume. That's literally all it's doing, but it just helps so much. Finally, my trombone skills come back into play. Oh, man. But you can see how responsive it is, which is actually really surprising. Where you can actually do like single and double tonguing, which is really cool. It's not that complicated. Single. Yeah, pretty much. It's just the single one is it's making a T sound, so it's like hitting your tongue against your front teeth to block the airflow. So it's and then double tonguing is doing the front and then the mid of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. So it's that's really all it is. It's kind of something that you get used to, and you have to kind of just get more familiar with. There's also triple tonguing, which is front mid, which is a little bit. I haven't done that in a long time, so I used to be really fast at it. And for a trombone, it's not really as necessary. Like if you're playing a trumpet or like a French horn, which really had that really staccato sound to it. Trombone had it sometimes, but it wasn't really something that came up as often. Oh, nice. But yeah, I just love how flexible this breath controller helps just make something sound more flexible and real. Yeah, I hope it does a 50% off sale. I'm trying to remember when I last upgraded. I thought it was after Black Friday, but maybe that's when they do their sale. Yeah, I'm super happy with not only like Komplete, obviously, but also with the breath controller and how they work together. And I think I've showed. I'm not on a timer. I can show you. I can show you other stuff. So, with using the breath controller when it comes to where the heck's after the aftermath? Yeah. When it comes to a synth, like you can really, it's basically a MIDI input, so you can do it with anything. So with this, God, that loaded fast. I don't know what I did with the blowing out the thing. So you see inputs 1 and 2 here. These are both modulated by the breath controller. So 1 is the breath pressure, and then 2 is the bite pressure. So you can actually bite on this, and it allows you to do a lot of just flexible. Obviously, the reverb on this is a little ridiculous, but yeah. I'm going to pan this to like the left. And then, of course, the nice thing is you can go in here and be like, that was a little too loud. You can adjust the velocities. You can go in here. And since it's all MIDI data, you can go and be like, oops, that's the wrong one. So literally you can change the breath in here if I wanted to. And I can just be like that. I don't like that note. I like this note. Yeah. So, yeah, it's heckin' cool. So, I mean, sometimes modern stuff is really neat. Aside from when you spend 2 days trying to troubleshoot why your computer's not working, and you know you have to rip apart everything and put it back together. That part's less fun. But you know, sometimes that's just the necessity of working with technology. Okay, so my thought is we can take this note and just extend it out. And we can, like, obviously I'm going to have to do a little bit of noodling here, but that's okay. Okay, that's it. So yeah, obviously I could go in and do this manually too, but who has the time or patience to do that? So I want to do something different here. Kind of have like a B section or something and then maybe go back to it. Ouch. Also, I think I'm going to call this song Dark Side. I think that this kind of fits right in here. I think Dark Side is a good one for it. I'm a fan of this, though. This is real nice. Like, my goal is for all these songs to be like 5 to 7 minutes long. Yes, I am. So, Distant Observer, Isolated is kind of hit and miss for me. Dark Side, Catalyst, Ashes, and What Remains are really kind of the top contenders for what I want. Malevolence might be in there, but I'm not really sure yet. So the whole conceit of this album, aside from just the name, The Moon Seems Unaffected, is I'm trying to get into the mindset of like if the moon was a distant observer of what's going on Earth right now. And like it might be kind of a little meta where it's just like, oh, everything's terrible. But the goal is to just be like, you're watching something unfold and there's not much you can do about it, which both as the moon and also one person, there's only so much I can do to affect the world. And I feel a lot of sadness when it comes to how everything's unfolding. So it's just like, I'm kind of channeling my own energy for this, but it's just like, I feel that I don't really want to go like super ham. Hey, Simey, how are you? I don't want to go super ham on the metaphor where it's just like everything's terrible and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, exactly. Like the moon is like this weird constant, you know, it's always there unless, you know, it's not, but it's always there and it's always something. And it's like this observer for the world, and the observer can only watch. It can't affect. And that kind of hopelessness is a little bit of the mood that I'm going for with this album as a whole. But I'm trying not to make it dour. Like when it comes to Black Earth, which is, I've mentioned this before, it's like one of my favorite dark jazz albums. Like it's not I use the word malevolent. It's not evil. It's not something that's like out to get you. It's like this warm blanket that enfolds you. I'm doing okay, Simey. Things have been tough, and things continue to be tough, but we're making progress and we're moving forward. I got something in my throat. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been kind of just like distancing myself from all social media right now. Oh man, I got something in my throat. I'm talking too much. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not, it's just me trying to deal with my own stuff. I appreciate it though. Excuse me. I'm tangled in cords. So my thought, continuing on from this, is to have some kind of different bass line. I don't know if a descending like chromatic. I mean, that's cool. But I'm not sure. Excuse me. I'm not sure if that's really the right way to go. It might be, because that also kind of leaves us this A also leaves us in this same diminished chord again. So we go, and then it is here. Which is really just interesting. Music theory is so weird. Like I'm always finding these weird things about it. Because that's a A, yeah, diminished fifth or seventh. Yeah. So how do I want to do that? Because I don't want to just have a descending bass line. Because that's boring and dumb. So interesting. So we could actually, okay. Hitting the right note would help. Okay. I need like some other support here while I do this. So I'm just going to record some basic. I'm off by like a half a beat, but that's fine. That's not the right chord. I had something else that I wanted to do, because it was, and then it was this cool diminished, and then it like resolved to something else. What do you see, Tito? Is there a bird out there? It's too dark for birds. You have a chair. Well, that's good. Sitting is useful. I mean, alternatively, we can have this as the kind of the payoff chord. And we can redo this as something else. It's not necessarily a metronome that I was trying to get there. It was trying to understand the chords that I was playing. Because if I was just playing the bass, like it's really hard for me to like contextualize how those chords are going to play into the bass. So I just needed to create something that has the chords. So I'm not like playing like just playing the wrong stuff. So I'm just trying to, I have an idea of what I want to do. I just need to actually get there, you know? Okay. So what you can do. Unfortunately. There we go. It's kind of a cheeky way of doing it, but that works. That's too many notes also, but at least it's something. That's an often unused feature of Ableton that I always forget about, which is really nice for prototyping things. So if you have the preview here on, and if you hit the notes, if you hold down notes, like, you'll see that they appear on this line. It's kind of hard to see on the stream. But if you have those notes held down and you hit an arrow, the right arrow key, it actually places those on the timeline. So you can actually quickly, if you have like a MIDI channel here, you can actually really quickly kind of parse things together by like, and it preserves velocity from when you push it down and stuff like that. So it's actually really useful when you're just like quickly like putting things together. Yeah, it's really cool. I learned that from Garden Sound, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was Garden Sound. Who learned it from Mr. Bill? Like in the last song of the album. Yeah, like I'm not entirely sure where this album is going from like a narrative standpoint, because I mean in here, like if this is a narrative, like it goes like isolated dark side catalyst, ashes, and what remains. And maybe what remains is kind of a little bit more positive spin, you know? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep this narrative or do something else either. Like, this is all still very up in the air. It kind of depends on how the album speaks to me while I'm working on it, which is a terribly artsy thing to say. D sharp major? Really? D sharp major? Oh, it was, wasn't it? That is a really nice chord progression. TBF. So this is just temporary while I figure the rest of this out. I do kind of want an ugly chord there. Yeah, that's a kind of a nasty chord, but I think you can make it work. Stop it. I wish there was a hotkey for that. There has to be a hotkey for this. Does not seem like it. Okay. So my intention is to basically imply these chords and not necessarily play them. So now I have to actually play notes that are going to stay in the song. I don't know why it's clipping out like that. Yeah, some of these just got like hit real hard for some reason. Apologize if you hear all the noise in the background. That's random people just racing on the highway because who cares? Okay, so I'm going to fix this up because my rhythms are all donked up. It's kind of the problem with something this slow is that my internal tempo just can't... I was going to say the word grok, but I really hate the word grok. I just can't follow it. Okay. So this chord in particular is going to be tough to... Hey, Pizza, how are you? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to see you here. Yeah, no, I hear you. My sleep schedule has been really flipped around lately, especially with daylight saving time coming in. The cats have been wanting food very early in the morning, and it's been a little tough to keep up with them. They were fighting at like 3:30 in the morning for a while, and I'm slowly trying to push their feeding time to like 4 or 5 in the morning so I can get up like a normal person, you know, who wakes up at 5 in the morning. But who doesn't wake up at 5 in the morning? That's pretty cool, Cheese. Yeah, like daylight saving time is just dumb in general. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You know, we could go with a really traditional like ride sim. I actually kind of like that a lot. It gives it a little bit more, whoops, it gives it a little bit more movement. That's better. Let's get this out of here and just copy this over. So yeah, I wanted to move this stuff around too. Make it a little bit more interesting, you know. Flip it around. This is supposed to be a B section. We have to change a couple things. Nope. That goes here. I love how swing can just make it feel like kind of this mechanism that's just clicking into place. It's really cool. Okay. Maybe the piano does kind of work. Just kind of laying down the ground rules for the chord progression. Yeah, that actually works super well. I lied. I'm going to keep it this way. Unfortunately, this is now a 2-person piano job, but we're never going to be playing this live anyway. So I don't care. I'm going to kill the hold pedal. Whoops. Kill the hold pedal. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. I used to... Something like that. What are you using at the moment? I am... currently I'm using a piano called The Gentleman, which I actually really like. I haven't used it as much as some of my other ones, but it has a really crisp sound to it. I'm actually going to raise the raise the hardness of the gentleman up just a little bit. And then I am using an upright bass. Yeah, this is Contact 12. I use the upright bass a lot, but it's lovely. I'm using a massive patch, something I just basically found. It's called Cliché Morph. I have no idea why, but it works really well. Just for a little bit more of ambiance. I have the saxophone, which I'm using my breath controller for. And then I have my drum set here, which is primarily focused on the brushed drum sample packs. But there's a couple other things. And then I have some other ephemera here, which is just kind of other little blips and bloops that I wanted to add that didn't really fit inside the sample pack. So it's kind of where I'm at here. Okay. I like that, but I'm going to not keep that, I don't think. Maybe I am. Yeah, the problem with music production is it is not very kind to like laptops, unless you've got a real beefy laptop. There's just so much going on. It's just really a hog for CPU and RAM, which laptops don't generally have a lot of, unless you have like a gaming laptop. But a lot of that is allocated into the video card instead of just the. I think I have 32 gigabytes on this computer, and I wish I had 64. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy paste this over. And I'm going to keep this, but I feel like I can do better. My thought is that I can have I can have some piano for this bit, and then I can bring in the saxophone, and then maybe we can just go back to this stuff. Hey, kitty, what are you doing? Crazy cats. I'm just kind of shoving this out a little bit. That's okay. So yeah, we'll have kind of this middle section here. We'll go back to this. Maybe we won't have the saxophone in here. Sorry, I'm just trying to I'm trying to plot the rest of this the arrangement in this song now. And maybe it works better if it's just kind of a piano thing, and then we go back to the sax right here. Sent you those patch charts came on. Yeah, that's super cool, Iron. Like I wish that I had a little bit more a lot of people hate GarageBand. Well, GarageBand, I mean, you could do a lot of stuff on GarageBand. I wish I had a little bit more mental energy to figure out all that microtonal stuff, because there's so many cool things that you can do with it. I just keep shoving this off to the side, but I need more space. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. I mean, people have made professional albums using GarageBand. It's just a completely thing about personal taste more than anything else, where it's just like, yeah, I use this, it works for me, I'm just going to keep using it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why I wish I had a little bit more time to do experiments like that, because there's a lot of just really super unique stuff that you can do that just requires you to sit down and actually try to figure it out, you know? And I'm hoping, and I say this pretty much at the end of every year, but I'm hoping next year I'll have more time for exploration. That's a real big thing for me, because I don't feel that my style is stale, but I do feel that it could use a good refresh. Is that the one with you singing in it, Pizza? I know you did have singing in a couple of yours, but yeah, what's up? Let's try that again. Oop. There's like some really good parts in that. Some of it I just don't like. It's in there. Probably not. I don't want to go back to Adobe basically ever. Like I know that you're not necessarily a rep for them, but I have no interest in supporting Adobe. just to be blunt about it. I'm all good though. Thank you. It's a personal thing. Like it's not an indictment against Adobe as a company as a whole. It's just I feel that I haven't really been properly represented by them, and I don't like the idea of paying monthly for their software when I don't use it often enough to justify paying monthly for their software. Whereas right now, yeah, no, I appreciate it. I don't. My goal as a streamer isn't to generate a ton of revenue. It's to have fun and hang out with friends. So I don't really like trying to monetize my streams in that way. For a brief period, I was working with AleForge, which is a server hosting thing, because I was playing Factorio a lot. And like they gave me a free server, and we hung out on that server like twice, and there was a little pop-up on the thing. And I just like I didn't feel comfortable having like pop-ups for other companies just like on my thing, and not necessarily because Adobe would have been putting pop-ups on my stream or anything like that. It's just like it didn't feel right for me, because really my whole goal for this is to hang out with people, and it's just like I don't really want to try to advertise on this space, and I don't really ever want to become a streamer big enough that requires. I know I'm just talking in circles. It's fine. Something wrong with that. It's like too major. I like the first part. See that one take that I did when I wasn't recording, that was like really good. Maybe I will keep this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like, screw everybody. I'm a lone wolf. It's like that's not my point. Like my point is that I want to create an atmosphere here that is like inclusive to everybody and not necessarily looking to make a profit off of. And I just, yeah, no, I appreciate that. I just feel that working with those types of endorsements or anything like that goes against my, for lack of a better word, brand. And I want to represent myself. And if there's something that comes along, like if Ableton's like, hey, if you want to like, you know, do this one thing with us, and yeah, no, and I appreciate that. Like, well, we can sort it out. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. It's all on a case by case basis, and like Adobe directly, I just have no interest in working with, because I don't really want their products. But that's completely my thing and not anybody else's. Yeah, I've definitely run into that. The problem before with having companies be like, "Oh, we should work together" and all this other stuff, and then it kind of bites you in the ass. There was something like 2 or 3 years. I think it was 3 years ago. Maybe it was 2 years ago with DistroKid, where they're just like, "Yeah, you should make a video talking about DistroKid and how much you like it and all this other stuff." And I was happy to do that because I love DistroKid. Like that's like one of my major not income sources, but it's a great way for me to get my music out into the world. The problem is that DistroKid basically sent an email saying the exact same thing to literally every music YouTuber that had more than like 1,000 subscribers. So my video came out at the same time as like 4 dozen other people that I follow, and it just looked real dumb and bad, where everybody was being like, DistroKid's great, it's such a good piece of software and or app or website or whatever. It's just like it felt real dumb, and I kind of felt like a dummy for you know participating in it because of that. And maybe that kind of burned me on the process, but like it was just like, guys, like I was hoping that you were like reaching out to me personally because you liked what I did. And, you know, if there was a campaign of like a small amount of people, that's fine. But the fact that everybody talked about it at the same time just felt real kind of desperate on their part. I don't know. I'm talking too personally about companies that I work with. Yeah, what's up? I do work with them a little bit. I've tried to get them to work with Pretzel. So I have like a contact and I have a correspondence with DistroKid. Yeah, they have definite plans for that. And I do intend to work with Glimmer or Glimesh. I feel like that kind of fell apart at the end, but that's okay because I was talking. Yeah, I do intend when Glimesh starts to go live, I do intend to try streaming over there just to see how it goes. Concentrated hype. Yeah, it's like I think the problem is that it felt like a very personal email to me specifically, which is the whole point of cold emails, I guess. So I guess I got kind of hooked on that one. But like it felt like a personal email to me, and it was like something that they wanted to do with me or maybe with a small group of people. But it was like literally every YouTuber that does music that has over a certain threshold of followers, where it just felt suddenly very impersonal, and I don't know. Yeah. No, I whenever I release a game, I have to send out tons of cold emails, and I hate it so much. It does, but it's kind of necessary. It's kind of a necessary evil of marketing, because if nobody knows you exist, how are they going to... Oops. I mean, one of the things with cold emails is there are some places like news outlets that are essentially relying on cold emails for content for them to generate. So I get that, but when it comes to like contacting streamers, even if they have like a business address or a business email address, like it still feels weird for me to be like, hey, you should try this game. Here's a code, okay? Thanks very much. I hope you like it. And it's just like, it feels bad, but at the same time, there's no other way to like get in touch with them and let them know that this thing exists. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. Well, doing good ads is very expensive, and unfortunately, I don't have a budget. And that's kind of the problem, where it's like, even with ads, like it's still very situational. Yeah. And like unsolicited messages are okay in some circumstances. Like I offer a lot of music for free when it comes to like game jams and other stuff like that. And I get like random DMs on Twitter all the time where it's just like, hey, I used your music in a game. You should check it out. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'll check it out. And sometimes I do when I have time. And it's just like, I like those kinds of interactions because it's like somebody actually giving a crap. So, I don't know. That's true. It's not necessarily a cold contact at that point. You're absolutely right. So I'm going in and manually changing this because I don't care. Because I feel like there's the bones are there. Yeah. Yeah, we got jazz, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like this solo's neat, but it doesn't really feel like it goes anywhere, and that kind of bothers me. Like part of me could just go like oops, no, I need those. Like I could just go like this. And maybe that offers some interesting Actually, let's do that. Let's just axe that whole part. And start at the right place. Yep. Let's do it correctly, though. I feel like this could use a little bit more noodling, but, you know, we're just trying to get the bones done here. Get the bones. You know. So I feel like a lot of this could still use some work, especially, like, some extra stuff here. But the whole point is just to get a little bit, Are you just saying in general pizza, or... Yes, that's exactly why I'm making this album, where it's just, I'm marking these red because I know I need to go back to them. This absolutely is just how I'm feeling in general. So on that. I'm trying to avoid a lot of synth stuff, but yes, having it as a texture might be kind of cool. I want to try to keep this very minimal when it comes to like processing. But I agree that there's some interesting choices that you can make here. I'm going to try another one. Yeah, like I think that there's a lot we can do with that, and maybe I'll work with processing and stuff. But right now, I just kind of want to I want to keep it very au naturel, you know. Whew. There's a lot of sustained notes there. I like that solo better. You can get out of here. And this can get out of here too. I mean, honestly, like, this kind of wraps up the song. But again, like, this even though the song's wrapped up, there's a lot of work to be done, like making the solo a little bit more interesting, adding some like little micro transitions throughout this, and you know, there's a lot to do still, which I'm still gonna stick around for. I know it's been 2 hours, so this is 2-hour track challenge. I did it. But it's also like, you know, I wanna make this song good. So, I mean, I don't know if I've recommended it to you before, but there is an album called Black Earth by Bohran and Der Club of Gore that is basically this, but very, very professionally and well done, and I highly recommend that you check it out. It's where a lot of these songs that I'm making are inspired from, so it's definitely worth giving a peek. Go like this. So yeah, all the small things, all of this stuff can be messed around with a little bit more. That's interesting. I do have the best finger snap sample that I call the Thanos snap for some reason, but I use it a lot. It might be worth putting in there. I have to edit it a little bit, but that's okay. I apologize for the police sirens in the background. Uh-oh. You gonna suggest a sample pack? Holding on that note is nice, but I kind of want to just resolve it. Well, I do need some sample packs. Because I don't know what I'm going to do at the middle of this month. Let's listen to the whole thing. Let's see how it kind of rolls together. So we're going to sit here for a couple minutes and just listen and talk. I'll do a quick mastering job on this, but really the mastering is going to happen at the end of the album. Excuse me. This song is, or this album is going to be kind of tricky to master because there's a lot of quiet parts and a lot of loud parts. Oh, you mean, yeah, the snap, a little volume. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Nope, I hear you. Yep, nope, yep. I should get a better camera at some point. It's like, kind of like low frame rate. Can use my phone. I could. I think I did that for a while. But then I couldn't use my phone for like checking things. Uh-oh. My booty. Plant a tree. Sweet. We're up to 10. This color is like blinding me. This is a little too loud. Get wood. Yeah, Cheese. It might be something on my end, because I remember it being better in the past. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. Especially since I disassembled my computer yesterday. There might be a setting that got kind of screwed up. I like how patient this song is. Yeah. So there should be something here probably, but I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you'll like Black Earth then. Black Earth is a little less loopy than my songs are. Like, they have a little bit more freeform when it comes to chord progressions and stuff. I do like this transition, though. Could use a little bit less. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. works better there. Hey, Twiggly, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my thing. I'll give you a little bit of piano in a second. Yeah, listen to lots of music. Music is good therapy. Oh, it sucks that it doesn't like pop up anymore though. You mean when M does a host with 1 viewer, it still pops up, but raids under than 3? I'm sure I could turn that off. Hey. Thank you so much for that. I will get people's some piano going in a second. I just want to listen to the rest of this. Twitch being Twitch, yeah. You're traditionally a jazz musician? It's kind of all over the place. Right now I'm working on a dark jazz album. But I really write all sorts of music. I'll share some of the more recent stuff that I've worked on. It's not in that folder. Oh, that folder doesn't exist because I don't have my drive plugged in. Just a second. So every Wednesday, oh, are my, buns. Okay, that's, here, it should work now. Sorry, at the beginning of the stream, I had some crazy technical difficulties that required me to like restart twice. So all of my stuff is donked up. But yeah, so primarily I make kind of lo-fi, jazzy, chill out stuff. But really it can run the whole gamut. Like All You Can Yeet is one of my favorites from the past couple.
Well, what can I say?
I really dig this song. Thanks, pizza. So it really kind of goes all over the place. Like I have chill stuff and I have active, like more upbeat stuff. But right now I'm working on what is NASO Elmo, or National Solo Album Month, and my goal is to make like dark jazz stuff that's really mellow and chill. So my streams are primarily going to be focused on that over the next month. However, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. However, generally during Wednesday afternoons, this stream slot is when I do the 2-hour track challenge, where I sit down and I write a song from start to finish over the course of 2 hours, which is what you heard before. That was a 2-hour track challenge song. And really this song was written in 2 hours, 2 hours as well. Excuse me. I've been streaming for a little over 2 hours, and I started with nothing on this one. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Oh, it's nasoelmo.org, I believe. nasoelmo.org, yeah. Also, I owe you guys a little bit of piano. Twiggly and Shevdu, thank you so much for the raid and the follow. This is really pretty. Where is it coming from? really cool. I don't really do like hard melodies like that, but that was really pretty. Okay. Stop. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but you know, honestly, Twiggly, I'll probably work on that new age that solo piano new age project NAP new age piano. I'll probably add something like that for that because that's really cool. Yeah, I could clip it on Twitch. I might be able to like recover it through this. Well, nope, guess not. It's gone forever. I really like new age music. I think new age music gets a bad rap. I listened to it a lot when I was growing up. So, yeah, I would highly recommend Maristica, I believe is her name. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Maristica. Highly recommend this artist if you like new age music. She does a fantastic job. New age music generally is very, very simple. Like primarily the chord progressions are, if it's in minor, it's like... if it's in major, it's like... So it's like usually like really kind of just stacked chords. But yeah, Maristica is really lovely. I've chatted with her before. I think we were working on like a project at some point, but she got busy or I got busy. But yeah, check her work out. But then you have these like basic chords, and then you start building on like an oboe or some other kind of more few tracks that dip their toes into lo-fi realm. Enya is like old school new age music. That's like the stuff that that really am I classically trained? No, I'm not, unfortunately. I say unfortunately. I'm 90% self-taught. Yeah, Enya is very solidly new age, but it's not like the new age that is now, where it's like it's a little bit more structured, I feel. I have 9 months of piano lessons back when I was in high school, and a lot of the rest is self-taught. And I don't say that as a brag, because really, it took me a very long time to learn things because I was self-taught and I didn't have like proper formal instruction. Actually, let me take this and can I not just? Oh, it has to be one clip. Cool. New age doot. There we go. That way I didn't lose it. So yeah, like I don't have like a lot of formal training, but yeah. Faces further expectations going to be a hippy dippy. Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of it is just really nice, pleasant sounding music. It doesn't have to be like people singing in the background or having like all this other crazy stuff. It's just like really pleasant, mellow music. That's the other thing. Like when I was growing up, I listened to new age music and like down tempo jazz, or not even down tempo. There's an album that I listened to a ton when I was growing up, and this is because of my dad. I completely blame my dad. Is it even? Yeah, it's right. Out of the Shadows by Dave Grusin. I have literally gone on an elevator and heard these songs before. Or like hold music, specifically Anthem International. I listened to this album so much when I was a kid, and growing, like even as a teenager. But yeah, this album is basically elevator music, but it's really good. Yes, How to Disappear Completely. Is that... Oh, wait, no. I was thinking about the Radiohead song, How to Disappear Completely, which is a fantastic and beautiful song. But I did not know about the group. I'll have to check that out. So this song is very, very moody and very chill, which is kind of what I'm here for today. Void Space Lullaby. I like the sound of that. Actually getting a little cold. Bass is just a touch boomy. I'm going to try to rectify that. I like that the attack triggers the reverb, the reverb bus. Just a little. It helps give it a little bit more. A little bit more energy. Which, saying anything gives you energy in this song is a little reach, but, you know. Yeah, take care, Cheese. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you and your time. I'm just changing this stuff around a little bit to make it more interesting. Oops, that's the wrong one. I like that it just sits on this one note. I'm actually going to lean into that a little bit more. I'd be okay with that. Also, hi Mimi, how are you? I feel like this piano's a little better represented now, so I'm gonna mark that as good. I do want to make these a little bit more interesting, which is why I marked them red, as a reminder to actually do something with them. These are off. Okay. Before we get into that, let's just futz with these a little bit, because I kind of went off tempo for the piano here, so it's a little wonky when it comes to timing. So I want to make sure that these are lined up well. Actually, the onus is on the piano to stick to the time, so I'm going to try to... way better. Snaps could be a little louder. Yeah. Played in slow motion. You mean like halftime drums or something? Or yeah, I understand what you mean by like not a suggestion. It is interesting. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of my goal in general. I mean, this is like a 6.5 minute long song that doesn't really go anywhere. It has like a 2-minute long or a minute long intro, kind of a bridge, chorus, and then it just kind of ends. And I mean, okay with that. Like, yeah. I think this is where I'm going to call it today. We made really good progress, though. So this is for the National Solo Album Month. Naso Elmo. Yeah, thank you, Jank. I really do appreciate it. I'm so glad that you guys were able to like stop by and hang out and just talk. I'm hoping that I can spend more time doing streams and just doing this kind of stuff over this month. Just because I know that this month is very rough for a lot of people, and this type of music is actually fairly soothing, even though it's him jank. It's just kind of ring out, and Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's like you could go more minimal and just like really stretch everything out. And I implore you to listen to Black Earth, the album that I linked above, because they do that. They sit on these really minimal notes and these really minimal chords, and they just let it drag out, and it's so good. I know, pizza. It's them, jank. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out, and this was a ton of fun. And I'm hoping to do more streams. Like at this rate, this album is gonna be like 70 minutes long because we are on the 4th day of the month, and I have 10 minutes of music already. It's not polished, but the one that I made before, I did Distant Observer. This is like 5.5 minutes. Yeah, it's 5.5 minutes long. And then there's this one, which is like 6.5 minutes long. So it's like, if we end up with a 60-minute long album, I'm not going to complain. So I just want to make sure that what I do isn't samey, because like all of these instruments, this whole ensemble is the same as the other song, and I want to make sure that they're all unique and special in their own way, and it's not just like the same chords being played over and over and over in different track names. So I'm trying very hard to make sure that things are unique. But that's where I'm at right now. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. It means a lot to me to be here today. And I hope that you got some modicum of chill throughout this to help kind of ease your mental state, because I know everybody's kind of high energy right now, and there's a lot of things going on, and they're not all great. So I really do appreciate you hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of the week. I'm going to try to stream more either this week or next week. It kind of depends on how things go, but yeah, that's all I got. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a good one. Take care. Bye.